Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our third Fundraising in 5 video segment, in which the Kellogg School Center for Nonprofit Management and CCS Fundraising discuss best practices in fundraising during the dynamic times created by the COVID-19 pandemic. If you have yet to see our first 2 videos on engaged leadership and compelling messaging, be sure to check it out on either the Kellogg School Center for Nonprofit Management or CCS Fundraising LinkedIn pages. My name is Elise Madrick Townsend, and I'm the Senior Program Administrator for the Kellogg School Center for Nonprofit Management. And I am joined by Lindsay Marciniak, Managing Director of CCS Fundraising. Today, Lindsay and I are discussing the importance of a balanced base of donors. So Lindsay, let's dive in.
Thanks, Elise. As we get started, it's helpful to understand what we know about donor behavior during this time. What we know is, firstly, that there are donors giving. More than hundreds of millions of dollars have been contributed to COVID response efforts and to other specific missions. Additionally, in a recent survey that CCS conducted of nearly 1,100 nonprofits nationwide, 23% reported increases in fundraising during this time. We also know that people are looking for ways to take action, whether that's through giving, volunteering, advocating, or other ways. So in order to look ahead with the clearest view, organizations really need to first understand their own donor base.
Indeed, and it's really important to understand and keep track of your pre-COVID donor base, as well as the changes that have occurred in the recent months. Some funders might have paused their support in the last few months or weeks. Other loyal donors may have stepped up to a new giving level, or your organization may have experienced some sort of swing or influx of new donors.
And so in order to understand data trends in a quick but comprehensive way, it's really helpful to first look at your table of gifts and the different giving levels. Also to look at your list of donors at different giving levels. If you need a quick way to do that, sorting by lifetime giving can be really helpful and insightful. Secondly, with whom have we not yet personally connected and need to? And thirdly, ask, at what giving levels are there key opportunities for growth and retention? From there, you can segment and prioritize your donor base by giving level, by the recency of the last gift, and perhaps even by donor type, individuals, foundations, and corporations. This will then help you to assign or reassign a set of donors to make additional personal contact points. Your CEO, your frontline fundraisers, and even your board members can be helpful to make these connections. It will also help to inform other targeted communications with your key mid-tier giving levels or other areas of your wider donor base. If you already have a fairly strong handle on your current and new donors during this time, you might consider a deeper database review. You might conduct a wealth screening, and you may draw upon donor analytics tools like predictive modeling to really help segment and further understand donor behavior during this time.
And understanding these donor segments and prioritizing your outreach really helps to ensure that your organization is remaining close with your donors. We've also seen many organizations focus more intentionally on donor stewardship during this time. It's really important to thank your donors for their support. And although not all donors are able to make gifts during this time, all donors do want to know that their past and upcoming contributions are making a meaningful difference. With that said, as you are connecting with those donors and supporters, it is important that you are ready to provide opportunities for interested donors if the opportunity presents itself. Remember, donors may be eager to act and support your mission in response to these dynamic times.
That's right, Elise. And where possible, it would be really interesting and quite illuminating to look back at the trends from any donor conversations in March, April, May, and parts of June to really understand those key topics, those program areas, and the questions that came up from your donors. That can help inform future strategies on a donor by donor basis, as well as help to inform communication more generally.
That is spot on. And thank you so much, Lindsay. That is it for this week's Fundraising in 5. Tune in next Monday as we cover ideas on redesigning your fundraising events. Until then, have a wonderful week.